have a few options here. I've got the Schminke Transparent Green Gold, which I think would also look really, really pretty in this color palette. And I actually have used it quite a bit in botanical art. So you can see it's kind of like if you take this color and maybe this and mix them together, you could potentially get this color. So it sits quite nicely. A old favorite is by Daniel Smith, Green Gold. The problem with Daniel Smith colors, if you don't use them for a while, they just gunk up in the tubes. So here is this color. I mean, it's so pretty. It's the luminous. It's like this color together with a bit of this color maybe. Very vibrant, very beautiful. Another color that I quite liked is the Rich Green Gold. So it's a tone darker and deeper, and kind of, if you take this color and that and mix it together. Oh gosh, don't tell me it has dried up inside. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, you know. I'm not sure I will ever want to go back to Daniel Smith. I know I don't want to be negative here, but look at that. It just like dries up in there, and it doesn't ever happen to other colors for me. You pay all that money, you don't know what you get in the tubes, and then they start drying up as well. It's just like disappointment after disappointment. Okay, so I'll try to find if I have this color squeezed in a pan, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so luckily I did have Rich Green Gold squeezed out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the tube, cut it up here, and just squeeze the last bit into here. Now, it was such a messy job trying to squeeze that paint, and it just went everywhere. And it kind of kills the mojo, you know, when you're in the moment of creating and you get this sort of disappointment of a tube that's not that old, drying up inside and doing all that. And that's not the first time, you know, if you've been watching my channel, I had these problems with Daniel Smith colors. So really, that was the last straw for me. I think what I'm going to do is I will start using them up, not because I'm enjoying the paints, but because they need to be used up. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, I'm going to swatch this one. Lovely color, but I'll have to find alternatives. So this was the Rich Green Gold. Oh my gosh, I have almost forgot to include Holbein Soft White Pencil, which I absolutely love. It's great on different mediums, and it's this sort of whitest white. And the other thing is it kind of needs to cure a little bit, so it's maybe smudges a little bit in the beginning. Once you give it some time, it cures in there, and if you try to go over it, like next day I tried to go over it with my finger, and it was just completely set and solid. It wouldn't budge at all. So I don't know how long it needs to become completely sort of permanent in a way, but that's what I have noticed. So it's a little bit soft to begin with, and then it's fine. I'm going to swatch it on different mediums for you so that you can see how, you know, it looks and how it behaves. So here is the Winsor Newton Gouache. And this is now the Acrylic Gouache. Side by side, I think it depends on the color. It feels that the color grabs on better onto some colors than others, whether it's because it's a lighter color, but it felt a little bit different on this one. I don't know why, but other than that. So this is now on pencil, and this is quite a light color, so you can't really see much of it. Now this is on the watercolor pencil. It's not doing very well on this part where the actual pigment of the pencil is, but on the watercolor part it's doing beautifully. So same thing here, just smudges the pigment, but where it's watercolored and dried, it's working absolutely fine. And let's see here, this is just watercolor, so it's going to be absolutely fine. And again, watercolor, and it's fine. Alright, so here are the colors. Just to remind you, these are not in my favorites this month. So up to here are the colors that I have really been enjoying. And I think, you know, it's a lovely color palette with a nice bit of a pop here as well. I mean, these greens and the chartreuse greens with the pinks are obviously popping as they are, but this red, it also looks super beautiful. Here to show you the difference between the Opera Rose in watercolor by Winsor Newton and Opera Rose in gouache, and hopefully you can see how matte the gouache is, and then with the watercolor you can get lovely watercolory effects. So if you really wanted to pack it on, you can see there is even a slight warmth in this color with more coolness in that color if you look at them side by side. So that is it for today. Oh, look at the gold here. Now you can see. It's beautiful. So that's it. I will write down the pencil here just to remember. And I hope you enjoyed this colorway. Super bright, super happy with some darker elements. And yeah, don't forget to, if you have the Antelope Brown, don't forget to go through your other colors and mix it and just find out what you like as well. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon.